Hi!
Hello.
How's it going? We're here. First, so we're going to play Doki Doki Literature Club.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a bunch of warnings on this game.
Accurate.
Alright, Kim has the warnings page up.
Yeah.
Here, yes, you read it.
Okay. So, content warning for Doki Doki Literature Club. This is a heavy game. And the content warnings from the dev, which I'm going to post in chat right now, include depression, suicide, self-harm, and abuse. So,
But they do say the above list is not 100% exhaustive.
Yeah. So, if you are sensitive to any of these things, this might not be the stream for you.
Yeah.
There's no judgment in not wanting to watch something that upsets you.
Yeah.
So, please, take care of yourself.
Yeah.
But
Nobody's going to get mad if you peace out.
yeah, exactly. That's totally understandable. But in the interim, I understand there's something called a horse husband.
Yeah, we have to check in with our horse husband, so can you... Hopefully this works. Can you switch to the HDMI input?
No. It's thinking about it.
It is thinking about it. There we are.
There it was.
No, don't do this to me. Not like this. We're about to beat this game. Okay. Sorry, guys. Not like this. Let me go twiddle the box.
Okay. I understand this is something that happens on this stream.
Yes. It is something that happens with the iPad.
I'll take us off this screen.
Yeah. Well, I kind of... Nope.
Nope.
That's really frustrating. I'm very close. We're very close to beating this game.
Apparently you're riding horse husband side saddle?
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah. This is a very involved game. 10 chapters we've been through
Oh dear.
together. But I think we're starting with Doki Doki Literature Club.
Okay.
Sorry, this has actually happened like several times before, trying to just play through this game and like play through stuff on the iPad.
Well, it is kind of a hack together.
Yeah, wasn't Gary getting this problem on Watch and Play? Oh yes, we have definitely had this problem before, but... Okay, iPad's going to sleep.
I was looking forward to experiencing horse husbando.
Yeah, yes. I was also looking forward to beating Horse Husbando because I think we are very close to finishing that game. So, however, when Paul comes in, we will be taking a little break and try to get him to fix that for us because
There is a way to do it. Paul is online. Set left monitor input to HDMI 1.
I mean...
Wait. Video input. I mean, it's auto-detecting it.
Yeah, it's on HDMI 1, but it is just not working.
Like, it gets it for a second and then...
And then... Boy, this is a great stream. It's good viewing.
Doodaloo-doo, 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 doodaloo-doo.
Yeah, it's on HDMI 1 now, Paul. That's my phone going, which is probably Paul being like... Is that left input? Yes. Alright.
Okay.
Then change the PC monitor to its other input. I mean, Do you actually mean on the actual PC monitor?
The gaming PC monitor. Oh, okay.
Okay. Which one's the input button? HDMI, no signal. All right. That's DVI. Here.
Input.
Does that work?
HDMI 1.
Nope.
Input. HDMI 1. Maybe it's HDMI 2. Nope. Oh, check mark. No cable connected. Yeah, it's just
There's something wrong with the cable.
yeah, there's a connection issue.
Yep.
These things happen. It's not the end of the world.
Let's go back to DVI and start our actual game.
Yeah.
Oh, what a morning. Did I tell the stream why we're late?
No.
No.
Ooh, we might want to unplug the thing.
What?
What?
That's a fresh new thing that's happened.
Yeah.
It's what I think it is I think it is this is the problem, and that is not grab a fresh new cable from the cable room. Or alternately, it's this.
What?
Huh.
Huh.
Huh. Drug Prophet says, "Oh, this is fine."
Did we piss off a sorcerer? Man, that would... Are
I
we
mean-
okay, Paul?
We're seeing the right input on the gaming PC now. Drunk Prophet. I feel like the streaming setup is trying to delay Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we can see it on the
Yeah.
interface.
Okay. Idea. Reload.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna go fiddle with the box.
Twiddle with the box. Just change the HDMI inputs.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea. Oh, okay. Now we can see it.
Yeah. So we just need to stretch it out a bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
What happened? 1920 by 1080.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's that. Okay. It's functioning normally.
Oh, it just
I
needs to be
fixed it.
refreshed. Good
Yeah.
job, Cameron. Oh, what a terrible high
I turned
five.
it off and on again. The traditional fix.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So one more time, because
Yep.
it's now been like another 10 minutes of like farting around. And so many people missed it the first time. We are playing Doki Doki Literature Club.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is very important that everybody knows that this game has warnings, content warnings. It is not for everyone. It is, I don't know what's in it because I have maintained a very strict no spoilers policy because I want to experience the game. But it has, according to the content warnings, which Cam will put back into the chat again now. Sorry, Cam.
No worries.
Depression, suicide, self-harm, and abuse is what the developer says the content this game has. And that list is not 100% exhaustive. So
Yeah.
if you are not into that, or just maybe not into that right now,
Then yeah, then there's no judgment. There's no harm in maybe giving this one a pass.
yes.
Take care of yourself, and yeah.
Yeah, no worries. We're no go and be free and do something that is not going to stress you out or screw with your own mental health. That is much more important than watching this.
Yep.
Okay. Also, absolutely no spoilers in this chat. This is me saying this. This game is a surprise game. You are supposed to be shocked by it. It is not what it appears to be. No spoilers in chat. You're ruining it for the streamers and us. Spoilers, you get timed out. Repeated spoilers, we boot you. All right.
Oh, and also,
we have so many subs.
Yeah, do you do subs at the?
I tend to do them as they come in.
All right. So, Physicist13 resub for the 45th month. My heart is going Doki Doki right now. Thank you so much for coming back. Eltrov resub for 17 months. Taruan resub for the 17th month. Super excited to see this. Fetty Face resub for 23 months, saying, I don't know if I'm more worried about Doki Doki or Horse Husband. Watanarvo has resub for the 7th month. Yay, DDLC. Props for taking the content warning seriously. Thirsty Kitty resub for the 5th month, saying, well, 5 months of being thirsty at Now Kiss already. Code Gorilla resub for the 23rd month. I don't have a clever sub message for this one, but another stream down my quest to resub to every stream. And Castus is a brand new sub.
Oh wow! Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for supporting the channel.
All right. Yes, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed, even though it looks like this. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. We have posted the content warnings in chat. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Damn.
All right.
They are covering their ass with these content warnings.
Well, I mean, they take them seriously. I guess we should minimize the taskbar.
Probably. How do I do that?
Right-click on it. And unclick lock the taskbar.
Lock the taskbar.
Lock the taskbar.
Settings. Maybe I could just set this to full screen.
Yeah, window, full screen.
There
we go.
Goodbye, taskbar.
Oh, no music. Right. Let me bring it up.
All these content warnings and all this soundtrack. All right, let's...
Things can surprise you.
Text speed. Skip unseen text after choices. Whatever. All right. Or do you want to be Kathleen? Oh, Stormy Sky just subscribed.
Oh, hey,
welcome to the
channel.
There. Or Camleen.
Oh dear.
We're playing this together. Hey! Ooh, I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe. But I only decided because do you want to be the main character?
Yeah, okay, maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
Yeah, you say like that. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Sorry.
Oh.
Shambles Sharker busted sub for 5 months in a row. 5, that's the smallest prime number. That's the sum of 2 primes.
Ooh.
That's mean, Camleen.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you didn't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Camleen, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club?
Alright. Oh.
I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Ultra Blob Man is reset for the 13th month. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world.
Ooh.
You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it.
Wow, this guy's kind of, like, cynical.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're reading his dialogue.
Oh. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming to the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait out for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know...
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori...
Yeah?
There's no way I'm going to your club.
Ah, meanie.
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you always care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
I can't...
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. Night Valiant 28 resub for the 47th month. 47 months, I am old, but this was some time well spent. Keep up the great work.
Yay!
Yay. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yeah, let's go.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here!
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room.
Welcome to Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, Camleen, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to work out how am I going to do 4 different voices.
Oh dear.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Camleen.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Camleen. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
Oh, it's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
Good anime trope. Made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said...
Well, maybe! But not for, you, dummy!
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Oh, that's not it.
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that,
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you just consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I hadn't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori really seemed happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Sorry, 1 second.
No worries.
Achoo! 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 I don't want to... Gilden Crisis, subscribe for 15 months in a row saying I bought Lady Killer in a bind after you're watching your stream. I loved it. It's an amazing game.
I need to play that.
You guys should play it, you should play it and then play it on Talking Sim.
Ooh, okay.
It's that well written.
Okay. Yeah, I heard Christine Love's, writing is, top-notch. Her characters' voices are really good.
As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year?
Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika's a really great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement.
Wow.
Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work really hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can all really grow into this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they are all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Cameline, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Oh, no, not much of a reader then, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have... God, I've got to figure out how I'm doing everybody's voices. Oh, really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a scrap of paper behind at the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud, and give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori saddles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No?
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Huh?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
Let's let's all go home and write a poem of our own. And the next time we meet, we'll all share them with one another. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think will all help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Camleen?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Oh, hold on, there's still one problem.
Yeah, what's that?
Now that we're back at the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But I'm sorry. I thought, huh? Camleen.
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey.
You really did scare me for the moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to Literature Club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we could officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Camleen, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Camleen, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Sometimes good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most.
Ooh, okay, so we have sort of perky, let's go do it, girl.
Mm-hmm.
We have tsundere archetype.
Yep.
So it's not like I like you or anything, dummy.
Mm.
And Yuri is shy and unconfident, but very deep.
Hmm.
Cam, who do you like best?
Guess.
Definitely Yuri?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I thought too, but...
Yeah, no.
Okay, so...
I'm sure they're all very interesting people.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see. We're a teenager.
Yeah.
Therefore, I don't know. What do you think?
How about we start with Fireflies?
I understand that was a very popular song several years ago.
Perfect.
Perfect.
So, does our poem have to make sense?
I don't know. Fireflies. That's 2 syllables. Maybe we can be clever and do a haiku.
Fireflies.
Fireflies disaster. No,
Save the game first?
Sure. It's just words.
How sad do you want to make it?
Nope,
nonsense poem is fine.
I mean...
Oh, you just select the prominent emotional words.
Oh, okay.
You just
Got
want to
it.
go just for like straight angst.
Yeah.
Cry.
Cry.
I feel like this is a great Mad Libs game.
Yeah.
Save scumming is very important in romance games.
It is, absolutely.
Secretive?
Yeah, let's go with secretive.
Oh, you can make a really horny poem.
Yeah, wow. Be like, I guess this... What's the overlap between this game and people who listen to Leonard Cohen? Like, horny lit nerds. Misfortune?
Apparently, if they jump, they like the words.
Oh.
Nobody likes analysis. Nobody likes climax. Oh, maybe they all like climax. Maybe they just jump randomly.
Maybe.
Oh, when you click.
I mean,
How about analysis?
analysis. I like analysis.
I was gonna say... Oh,
Oh.
hey, nailed it.
All
Good
right.
job. Thanks for the hints, chat. And remember, no spoilers, please.
Yep.
Oh god, we gotta pick 20 words.
Oh my god. Wow. Okay.
Whatever comes
Let's-
to mind, Cameron.
Let's keep it moving. Let's do just like free association.
Okay,
maybe.
how about I do one, you do one.
Okay.
Imagination.
Disoriented.
Together.
Uncanny.
Insight.
Starscape.
Oh. Sensation.
Extraordinary.
Ambient. Music. Perfect.
Yeah, music. Perfect. Ambient music.
Quick.
Aphex Twin.
Yeah, let's get selected ambient works 2 in here.
Yeah, yeah. Just put parallel lines on repeat.
Yeah, done. All right. You said music, so I'm gonna say summer.
Oh, incapable.
Blanket.
Incongruent.
Fickle.
Ooh, effulgent.
What does effulgent even mean?
I don't know. Let's look it up.
Yeah, like that's a high level word.
Yeah. Maybe we saw it in a manga. Shining brightly, radiant, emanating joy or goodness.
Well, that's you've all learned something today.
Yeah.
Also, that is if you're ever like, my vocabulary is not very good, just read things and then look everything up that you don't understand.
Yeah, that's how everyone does it. Like,
Yeah,
that's,
but it feels like sort of inherently shameful to not know what
Yeah.
a word means.
But like, when I did my lit degree, profs were like, read the book, have a dictionary open.
Yup. Yup.
That's how a lot of authors worked. That's how like Borges, Nabokov. These are people who wrote, they have wonderful vocabularies, but they definitely had a dictionary at hand.
Yeah. Well, I mean, English is one of the largest languages in the world, so it's not.
I mean, yeah.
It's not reasonable that people would know everything.
Yeah.
All right,
I guess
so-
Borges wrote in Portuguese. But, Joshua Root is now supporting us on Patreon.
Oh wow!
Thank you very
Joshua.
much.
That's great. All right. Hi again, Camleen. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Yeah, and don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Camleen. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it is... Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sari told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga's literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Cameline always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting.
Dr. Shandor has subscribed for 16 months in a row.
Thank you very much. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Cameline can be good friends too.
Sorry.
Hmm?
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Well, wait, Sayori.
Me?
Not really. Don't be shy! It's really nothing.
What is it?
And never mind. Yuri. Alright.
Yeah.
Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh wait, Yuri, sorry.
Yeah.
Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Oh, alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Oh, the King of Cuba is a brand new subscriber. Thank you for supporting us here. I enthusiastically take the book.
Oh. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more. But at the same time, I feel it would be bad for I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Apparently Chad is like, save!
Alright.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Oh, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyway?
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is entitled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
all right. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationship, and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere.
Haha.
Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Cameline?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in, then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. All right, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's it's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
All right.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching.
Damn.
It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, but on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready
Uh-huh.
to turn the page?
Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading.
Oh, this is very intense, Cameron.
Is it?
You've just met this person.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit this close to anyone.
Yeah, no kidding. Like, this co-reading, very, I don't know. This doesn't seem practical.
This seems very intense.
Just make out.
Ah.
We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page feels like an almost intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all of the things that she says and does. Oh, Kate Pancrazio has reached up for the 24th month. 24 months? That's just Monica. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But, Kamleen, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think like that.
Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant more that it's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that right? Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait!
Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first?
I feel like probably not her. We've had a very intense interaction. Let's go with Sayuri. She seems safe.
Yeah, she's our friend. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayuri first. She's my good friend, after all.
It's like Cam and I know about video games.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a good poem, Kamleen. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm just really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of a club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Camleen. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Ouch.
Ow!
Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason that I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
Well, we'll see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Well, that's awfully coherent.
Yeah.
Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Wow, that's hateful.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's is the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it.
Alright, well, let's go check out Monica's.
Yeah, we haven't interacted with Monica much yet.
Hi, Camleen. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, I'm glad. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things that we can do better, I'm always listening. So don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, do you want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Haha. Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Camleen. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. Do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late, my retinas. I already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. That's distressing.
So what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. So if you try hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and then tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
We also haven't talked with Natsuki very much.
All right. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically it's not cute enough for your tastes.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Ugh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek. Cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
Damn.
Huh.
I kind of like this one.
Yeah, actually, that's good.
These are actually all better than I thought they'd be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am.
Why are you... Oh, wait.
I'm sorry. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves?
Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to try and write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight into the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end and then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feelings in the last line.
So you did.
I guess more... Oh, sorry.
I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decide to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next?
Yuri.
Yuri! As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Eh? What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
He's gonna hate me.
You didn't really do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ha 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 ha.
Yuri takes a breath.
So...
Sorry.
What kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then they form-fit the two together. The result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which is itself kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms, breathing. Calm. Sorry. Oh, that's a semicolon.
Wow.
Calm. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read?
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all, Camleen.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. And they usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
Eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so...
No. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Camleen.
Excuse me.
No, it's perfect noise.
Me too. Buddy O'Bread is resubbed for the 16th month saying Doki Doki is not okie dokie. Thanks for the amazing content. Hey, you're welcome. And Ironclad Channel has just subbed. Welcome to the... Well, thank you for deciding to support us here.
Yay! Alright, because I've seen it come up a couple times in chat, no spoilers. Don't even, like, Cam and I are completely blind on this game. And it was actually a lot of work to remain blind on this game. So, let us just experience it. And think about how wonderful it will be to watch this later when you see our reactions, okay? So far, this game is very fun.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do a lot of the animes.
Yeah,
so I
you're
don't know
missing
the
some
form.
of the tropes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh well, once I figured out who was supposed to be what anime trope, like all the girls are very tropey. It was much more able to dial in the voices. I think I'm doing an okay job.
I like your Natsuki voice.
Yeah, I mean that's basically my voice, right? So.
Oh, Inker Stardust is resubbed for the 28th month. Glad I was in time to catch one of my fave streams.
Yay!
I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess... Sorry. I guess you could say it's fancy? Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Huh. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Camleen did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Camleen liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki, ooh.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Hold on. Raving Penguin just subscribed for 30 months in a row saying Goth Club plays adorable dating sim. Yes, it's an adorable dating sim.
Adorable dating sim.
And that's not why people are screaming about spoilers in the chat.
Adorable dating sim.
And why there's tons of content warnings, but yes.
And Lord Durin resubbed for the 49th month in a row. Thank you.
What the fuck? Kathleen is so good at voice acting. How? I do all the female voices on Corpline. I've gotten very good at voice acting the past couple years. I do like voice acting. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Camleen appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Hey, is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Camleen started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that is a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there.
Kathleen, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Kathleen.
Uh-oh.
Well, wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Kathleen? Well?
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course it's going to be, Sayuri, help,
yes.
help. Natsuki? Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri... But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayuri!
Eh?
Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayuri uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Kathleen. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayuri wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. Why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful.
Sayuri stands up triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
I'll make some tea.
Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayuri is vice president, I whispered Monica. She nods in return.
To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me.
No. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well, I guess that just means Sayuri is amazing in her own ways, isn't she?
You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt.
That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more.
Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? Oh, it was a lot of fun! Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, mostly. Kathleen, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat. It was a neat thing to talk to everyone about.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself.
Would you run that back? Why would you run that back?
Yeah, why would you run that exercise back? It almost ended in a knife fight. I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job at impressing those people I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Kathleen! Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go.
Heh.
Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, what happened earlier?
Eh? What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's like really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. But I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Camleen, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this.
Chat was like really angry that I wasn't stagger saving.
Iron Man.
That's how I typically play through these games.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Rad.
I mean, real life doesn't let you do do-overs.
Absolutely.
Although I did do a do-over on one where it's like, if I offer the demon boy my soul, what happens?
Yeah, well, sometimes you want to see what happens.
Yes,
right?
Exactly. Damn. All right. Okay. You want to just do the same thing that we did before?
Sure. Who goes first? You?
You go first.
Okay. Ooh, I like the tone.
Anime.
Ooh, after image is a fun word.
Ooh. Embrace.
I like blanket. Clouds.
Intellectual. I like how you can kind of tell who is who likes what words.
Loud.
Unrequited. Really?
Interesting. Poof.
Really?
Yeah.
Daydream.
Breathe.
Ocean.
Peaceful.
Heaven sent.
Melody. No, entropy.
Oh yeah.
I didn't see entropy there.
Tenacious. The girl's not our sister. She's like our old
She's our childhood friend.
Yeah. They've been friends since like elementary school. Maybe they like live next door to each other.
Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable over here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Camleen!
Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Wow!
Yeah, speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Eh? Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it.
Ah.
Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out.
I knew.
I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option.
Ah! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It's just something in my book. What did I just do? Apparently if you right-click, the dialogue goes away for screenshots.
Oh.
Yuri, tell Kathleen to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling such a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. That's... There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Hehehe.
Don't let her fool you.
Oh, Gabby
Smart's just subscribed. Thanks to Rock Pusher.
Thanks, Gabby. If you're watching this, this is not a cutesy anime dating game, and deals with some heavy shit. If you're new, we've given out plenty of content warnings, but apparently shit's gonna hit the fan at some point.
Yeah. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you would have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit. Oh, sorry.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori.
Heh. Fwap. Out
of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow! What was... Eh? A cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked. Ah! I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. So it was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Ah! Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
Oh, so good.
Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
Oh, I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot just over one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Oh, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Hee.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, and then wraps her arms around her.
Ah, jeez. I get it!
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh?
Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room.
Ugh. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... Haha, I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Eh, that's true. Excuse me?
Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Oh, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all! You're so strong-willed! Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. Haha. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I just kind of started recently, but I've always wanted to learn piano. Oh, that's so cool! You should play something for us, Monika. That's...
Monika looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay!
That sounds cool. I also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Cameline.
Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to put any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I closed my eyes and ended up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monika.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, no one will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this.
That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Oh, well, what kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Aha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right! Natsuki makes the best cupcakes! That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Aha, cupcakes it is then. Oh, I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself.
I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ooh-ah! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Sorry! Wait! Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
Does our school have a napping club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true, though.
Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
Yeah, it's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
No, not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself.
How's it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here.
Ah!
I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair's just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my fingers.
But nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
That's super mean!
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? Oh, look, you can see, like, she's missed a button on her shirt.
Oh, yeah. Basically like the tweak thing.
Yeah.
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed that sooner if it didn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
Means my boobs got bigger again!
Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy! It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Phew! That's so much better!
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway, so that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Oh, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Monica suddenly calls out.
Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Camlene, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem.
I wonder. So we got a Sayori scene today, but I swear we were going by more Yuri words.
I don't know, maybe.
Nah, we'll see. All right, who do you want to talk to first?
How
about Natsuki?
Yeah, sure. She's the best poet.
Well, Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I really can't say it's any better either. Huh? Phew what?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck. Anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Aha! Glad to see someone who recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, Something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
You think so?
Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so... fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's not like she's dragging... It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
Whoa. Hey, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has such a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone.
Holy shit. Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. Hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know
people like that?
Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of if people find out that make fun of you or think less of you. That doesn't make people stupid, so who cares what someone likes as long as there's not hurting anyone and makes them happy. I think people really need to learn respect for others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it.
Monica?
Sure. Hi again, Camleen. How's the writing going?
Oh, all right, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
All right. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. Sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading it into it? You sure you're not reading into it too much?
It could be. Oh gosh, I sound just like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
All right, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, blue, green, or red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me.
That seemed like a genuine
Yeah. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
Aha! I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines, really short, makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem about isn't the right question. A poem could be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Haha! That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Huh.
Sure.
Oh my goodness! This is so good, Camleen!
Eh?
I love it! Especially after yesterday's poem.
Ugh. You're too honest sometimes, Sayori.
No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Can I?
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Ha-ha!
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a whole lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Camleen poem. And it makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing? Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet! Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow.
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
Yeah, it is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Camleen. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Battles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards, all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap.
Sorry, you need to focus more time on self-care.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. The holy crap wasn't just you saying holy
No,
crap.
yeah, that was a line reading.
Oh, no, I thought that was a genuine reaction to that poem.
No, yeah.
I think maybe we're all united in saying holy crap at this moment.
Yeah, Sayori, are you okay? Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. I've really been in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing's the best! I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Valhalla Knight gave 100 bits, saying snaps fingers repeatedly at the end of poem. And Rock Pusher reset for the 16th month, saying Kathleen and Cameron in Poems and Anime Girls. This is worth getting up early for.
This game is actually, like, quite compelling.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. But
Yeah,
we should
me too.
probably take a quick break after this next one.
Oh, yes, because it's 11:30.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I guess we'll talk to Yuri.
yeah, let's read Yuri's poem and then maybe a 5-minute break and then wrap up the stream for noon.
Yeah.
Let's see what you've written for today. This is pretty good, Camleen. Were you influenced by seeing everyone's writing styles yesterday?
I guess you could say that.
Safaragian just subscribed, thanks to the original lace.
Oh. Welcome.
I was also a bit surprised by how differently everyone writes, so I respect you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise.
I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing.
I have an example of that if you'd like to read it.
Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again.
Huh. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
I have some thoughts.
Yeah, I have a theory.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's the sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. Sometimes I enjoy writing about them.
Oh, that's funny.
Hmm?
Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest?
She did?
Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody.
She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common.
That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that.
Don't worry, I have no reason to.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on the posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually gonna be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you'd heard about it yesterday. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance, and each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys! No, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. And if we start an event and put each on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And then more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun! That's right! And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
No, fine! I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice. Aha! That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. Oh, this club is seriously gonna be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're gonna practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Well, Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. You'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Nobody was yelling safe in chat, but I'm like, whatever.
Maybe it's a
fine.
good moment.
Ahem.
Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Oh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri! It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. I'm so glad you're playing this game with me, Cameron.
I'm listening.
Yeah. Yuri sounds like she might listen to a lot of prog rock at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like King Crimson or something
yeah,
like that.
absolutely King Crimson.
Yeah. All right.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this.
Hi, Ashlyn.
Oh, hello, Ashlyn. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Sayuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Aha! Sorry, I giggled. Ha.
Sayuri?
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then.
Sayuri begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. This poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayuri is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayuri's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayuri meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to read much more deeply into someone than I thought I knew through and through. Sayuri finishes, and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayuri.
Hey, you and Kathleen liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayuri. The atmosphere of the poem really fits you nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Kathleen. It's not like I compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Kathleen lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it.
Harsh.
Natsuki!
It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... Why are y'all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud.
When I was reading her poems, I was like, man, she'd make good kids' books.
Yeah.
Because I read a lot of rhyming children's books.
Or a slam poet.
Yeah.
The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I could put whatever face I want on for other people. But it's just my friends. It's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy.
Yeah, no problem.
Ramiel117 has subscribed for 8 months in a row!
Thank you so much.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day! Oh, I can't wait! I can do this, I can do this, I can do this.
All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep. Just look at you two always going to home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guy. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no worry. Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Camleen. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori?
No, sorry, I was spacing out.
Oh, no wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. Like, how we get to... I mean...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well...
It's because chat's gonna scream.
Yep.
Alright.
Well, if she asked...
Alright. Ashlyn says Sayori.
I mean, we are neighbors.
Yeah, but like... Do you want to walk home with Yuri? Do you want to date Yuri?
I guess that's what she's asking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do we want to date Yuri?
Go with your heart, go with a friend. This is your decision. Oh, because we've had a Sayori scene and a Yuri scene.
Oh, so we have to choose.
Panic and run, why not both?
Just like panic vomit.
Alright, Cam.
Well, she did ask very nicely. I suppose we would have to walk home with Yuri if she asked.
Also, I think we both want to see what this weird dark girl is about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright. You know
I'm sure that everything will work out perfectly fine if we tell Sayori that we would walk home with Yuri if she asked us.
You know what? It's probably fine.
Yeah.
We can go back and try the other ending later.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, we've got the save point here.
Yeah.
Yes, we saved before, as soon as I saw these come up. See? Look, I have a save right there.
Yep.
Alright. Are you confident, Yuri?
Sure.
This is... at this point, you're like, fuck, this is a hard choice.
Yeah, I mean, also, you know, there's a bit of a meta thing going on here where we know what this game is kind of about, even though we're unspoiled on it.
Yeah, oh, Alien's like, my Cam Yuri ship is going well. We've got a lot of Magic people watching us.
Apparently, yeah.
Wow, Magic and Doki Doki Literature Club. Alright, Yuri?
Sure.
Let's do it!
Let's. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound?
No spoilers.
I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so...
Isn't she so beautiful and smart?
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
Ha-ha! You just admitted it.
Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen.
Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. And it's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know?
Need you? Sorry. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question.
I like how your answer is like basically exactly what both of us were thinking. It's like, she's so shy. I would feel really bad about it.
Yeah. If she committed to it.
Yeah.
I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Okay, Elena Duel resub for the 43rd month, and Red Hasta resub for the 9th month. First sub, baby. Thank you so much.
All right.
Do we want to take a quick 5-minute break?
Well, it's 11:55.
Oh, God. Okay, so we call it for today.
I think we're gonna call it for today because we can go through and we can get a third. We can do our next scene next week. Oh, okay, well, hold on. Can you write exclamation point now kiss, or I think it's now kiss in this? It's been a while since I've done this. Yes.
Okay.
Are we running it back? Because we talked about we can do that next week, but we gotta fight. The only game I skipped was we were very close to the end of Lady Killer in a Bind, and I'm like, I don't care. I need to see how this game ends. So, all right. You're like 15 minutes from the first natural break in the game. Yeah, but I mean, we have the crapshoot at 1.
Yeah, and we're reading out all the lines, which means that what might be a 15-minute play for somebody playing at home is going to take us like 40 minutes to get through.
Yeah. But the voice acting is fun. I think it adds another dimension to the playthrough.
I agree.
All right. Not 15 minutes, more like 40 minutes? Yeah, we're definitely not doing that. Okay. So, and then if you go to poll up there, we can see the results of the poll coming in real time. Okay. So it looks like everybody wants us to keep playing Doki Doki Literature Club next week.
Yeah, looks like it.
We'll try to get Horse Boyfriend fixed, or at least the HDMI input for her, because the game works fine. It's our cabling system.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do what we did a couple weeks ago, which is get someone to help me out, and we just go online quickly for like a mini stream of like 5 minutes and do the thing. Yeah,
it was definitely like we were seeing the connection, but I think the connector might be a bit borked.
Yeah, or like there's a cable loose on the inside. Anyhow.
Something.
Looks like there's an overwhelming response that we are in fact going in. We're going in next week. Probably because I don't think this game is very long, probably for the thrilling conclusion of Doki Doki Literature Club with Cameron and I. But we'll see.
I've heard this is a game that's like relatively short beginning to end, but you run it back a lot.
Right. Well, we're at least committed to one more week.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks you guys for joining us. We got a couple last second subs. We got Red Hasta has subscribed for 9 months in a row saying my first sub, baby. And Quace there has subscribed for 2 months in a row saying came in late. This is basically like read or die, right?
Basically, yeah.
Sure. So yeah, so this has been Now Kiss. We'll come back next week at 9:30 on a Friday morning, which I realize is like maybe not the best time, but you can always catch the VOD. And I just want to say thank you to all of our subscribers. And if you are new, because we had a couple new subs, hey, and you haven't subbed, but you're like, I kind of like this. Seeing these people read out the lines, seeing some trained actors read out lines, because Cam and I are, semi-professionals.
We are actorbs.
Cam is actually a very good actor.
Oh, so are you.
Oh, but anyhow, I think we're gonna come back next week. So give the channel a follow if this is something that you enjoyed.
Yeah,
so,
I think it's directly above us.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Peace, everybody. See you next week for the thrilling conclusion of Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah.
And no spoilers. Thank you, everybody, for respecting that.
Yeah, so far this is really cute. I'm sure this will end wonderfully.
Yeah, of course. Yes, it's great. It's perfect. All right, bye.